Good afternoon. This is Derek. I uploaded my part two in my last video where I shared with you, my subscribers and my friends, my experience with CBD cream. So in this video today, I'm going to talk to you about my experience with Revlimid, Dexamethasone, and Velcade. So you can imagine, back in April of 2019, I was diagnosed with multiple myeloma cancer, and I was told then that the cancer had covered 95% of my body. I believe that's what I was told, 95%. 90% or 95%, somewhere around that number. And as you can imagine, I was horrified. Cancer, my mother had already passed away from cancer. My father had died from cancer. So when, I had been doing everything I possibly could do to protect myself, to keep myself healthy, so that would be the last thing I would be diagnosed with, being cancer. But, unfortunately, things happen the way they do. And I was diagnosed with cancer. So 95% in my bone marrow. So again, I was horrified. But my doctor at the time, my oncologist, he was like, when you get discharged, come over to the clinic and we're going to, take good care of you. And so this is the clinic that's in Shreveport. So when I got discharged, I went over and he put me on Revlimid, Velcade, and Dexamethasone. So I'm going to share with you my experience with Revlimid, Velcade, and Dexamethasone. So I can remember, back then, taking my Revlimid. Now, let me tell you something. Your doctor's probably going to give you the do's and don'ts when you're taking Revlimid. One thing they're going to tell you is, look, stay out of the sun when you're taking Revlimid. Stay out of the sun. Derek, I'm a knothead. Sometimes I don't listen, and so I like cutting my own grass. And here in the South, it's hot. It gets hot. So I can remember being told by my doctor recently here, Derek, listen, you on Revlimid, stay out of the sun. No direct sunlight. Well, on this particular day, I wanted to cut my grass, and it was hot as the dickens. So I went out, cut my grass, no sunscreen, no protection. And I thought I was going to be fine taking Revlimid. Guess what? Wrong. When I say I started looking like a lobster, I got burned up. When I say I got burned up, it was ridiculous how I looked. I won't ever do it again. But I can remember my skin peeling all over my head. This happened to me, peeling in my face, all of my face just peeling, all red as a firecracker. I was so embarrassed because, my doctor had warned me, don't get in the sun, no direct sunlight when you're taking Revlimid. Didn't listen. Cut my grass. My friend, when she saw me, she was hard, like, oh, what the heck happened to you? I'm going to take, what you been doing? I'm like, well, I was in that sun. You weren't supposed to be in that sun. She got on my butt real good. This is Janice, my friend Janice. Now, you guys meet her later on. But man, she chewed me out. And I was really, I was embarrassed because I was like, man, I got to go see my doctor pretty soon. And I don't want to have to explain why I'm burnt up like I am, skin peeling all over my, my head. I didn't want to explain I was in the sun because he told me don't get no direct sunlight. So this was like, I learned a very valuable lesson. When you taking Revlimid, stay your tail out that sun. Because if you want to turn to a lobster, go get in the sun taking Revlimid. You're going to get burned up real good, and you will learn a lesson to never, ever do that again. And I promise you, you can't get me in the sun taking Revlimid. So that's my note on taking Revlimid. If you take it, stay out of the sun. Okay? There's no other way to say this. Stay out of the sun. And even like today, it's hot as the dickens in the South. I mean, I'm sweating right now. I'm sitting here talking to you guys, but I'm going to shoot this video because, I got to make sure, if there's anything I can share with my YouTube subscribers, my friends, that I share it with them, I mean, I've learned a lot. I've been through this journey since I think it was 2018, 2019 is when I was first diagnosed. So I've been through this journey and I've learned a lot. I've had roller coaster rides, up and down, cried. I mean, man, this journey has been tough, and I mean tough. So when I was first placed on Revlimid, I was there. I think it was 90% myeloma in my bone marrow. The Revlimid worked. It did wonderfully. Brought my myeloma levels at the time down to 51%. But the kind of doctor I had, the oncologist I had, I mean, when I say I was on a roller coaster ride, because the Revlimid was doing this job so well, he told me I was in remission when I actually wasn't. So that was like something that was disappointing to me, because I was communicating to my family basically that I had gained remission when I hadn't. But I was going off the word of my doctor, and at the time it was completely wrong. So that's Revlimid. It works. It does a really good job. If you're placed on it, listen, it's going to help you. Okay? It's going to help you. Velcade. So let's talk about Velcade, right? So Velcade, when I was placed on it, along with the drug combination of Revlimid and Dexamethasone, right, I developed a really serious case of peripheral neuropathy in my hands and in my feet. That was pretty tough. And so back then, when I shared this with my doctor, I didn't know that the diagnosis was peripheral neuropathy, but he told me this what I was experiencing, because I had, burning sensations in my hand and in my feet really bad. And at night, it was really terrible. So that was pretty tough. But, hey, look, this is the thing you'll have to experience. And I'll share with you what you can do later on down in other videos I'll post with you about what you can do when you're diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy, right? This thing that you can do is a natural thing. Ginger, turmeric, and a smoothie. Listen, that stuff works. I didn't know at the time when I was diagnosed back then. I've just recently learned that it works. So, I'll share, again with you, how I was able to learn about these herbal remedies and how important they are, and how effective they are, because they are very effective. I'm going to show you right quick how effective, because right now, remember, I was dealing with peripheral neuropathy pretty bad back in 2019, 2020, and even as early as 2021, early in 2021, I was dealing with peripheral neuropathy pretty bad. But now, I don't have any issues with peripheral neuropathy. And it's because of the ginger and turmeric and the way that I consume them in smoothies. Hey, those are natural inflammatory reduction herbal aids. And that's what I call them, herbal things you can take that can help you. And just to give you an example, I'm going to show you my gabapentin that I used to take for peripheral neuropathy. I want you to see how how my medication is stacking, because I've gone the direction of, using herbal remedies as much as I can, both to boost my immune system and to help with reducing inflammation in my body, right? So I'm going to show you my gabapentin. You see those bottles there? And I have other bottles that are in my backpack that I keep on me just in case, I have to take, gabapentin for myself. But as you can see, I have 4 bottles of gabapentin that's stacking up, because I am doing things to help reduce inflammation in my body. Ginger with cucumber and lemon. I drink that daily as in water. I drink, and again, I will share with you the actual recipes that I use to consume ginger, turmeric, and these natural inflammatory reducers. I will share with you the actual smoothies and again, how to build these smoothies to help yourself if you're having any issues with peripheral neuropathy, right? So again, I'll show that to you in other videos, but guys, all I can tell you, it works. And how I found out it works, basically, I know I'm all over the place, but I was talking to my nutritionist one day, and she was asking how was I doing. I thought I was doing great, At the time, I didn't know, the reason why I had my peripheral neuropathy had improved. So I was just telling her, hey, look, I started doing these smoothies, and they're really helping me. She said, what kind of smoothies are you doing, Derek? I said, well, I'm doing this one that has turmeric and ginger in it. And I have another one that has Cruella, and another one that has, matcha. I'm just going down the line. Spinach, kale, And again, it's just, I was just telling her how, what I was doing to help myself. She said, well, you've been doing ginger and turmeric. I said, yeah. She said, well, that's why your peripheral neuropathy has improved, because those are natural inflammatory reducers. So that's probably why you don't have to have the gabapentin anymore. I was like, wow, I was stunned. But this actually happened. So that's how I learned, again, about how important it is to not only take your medication, but also if there are things you can do herbal-wise, that you do them. Again, there's natural inflammatory reducers like ginger and turmeric. Hey, look, if you can take those and drink them in a smoothie and they help you, hey, listen, I'm not saying everybody can get the same benefit that I got, but you can see my medicine is stacking, the gabapentin is stacking, because why? I'm doing these things to help myself. Both boost my immune system, detoxify my liver, detoxify my body, and to reduce inflammation in my body. So that's my stick on Velcade, right? All right. And the dexamethasone, taking that, I used to have issues with my blood pressure up and down, but hey, look, I never stopped taking any 3 of these drug combinations until I was ordered to. And all I can tell you is that they do work and they help you, okay? So that's pretty much the end of this video that I wanted to share with you guys today. I just came from fishing. In the South we fish. We fish, hunt, we do everything. And I like to fish sometimes just to, I have to catch any fish, but I just have to fish just to be out on the water. And just, it's a relaxing thing to do. I didn't catch anything today, and that wasn't the goal. Today was just to relax and be on the water. And I enjoyed myself, right? I enjoyed myself. So, all right, so I'll post another video. The next video will probably be more of a discussion on, things you can do to help reduce inflammation in your body. I'll share with you the smoothies, the recipes in the next video. So you got to build your smoothies, and so you can be able to enjoy the benefits of turmeric, matcha, ginger, chlorella, those types of natural herbs that can help you, right? So that's it, guys. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And I'll be posting my next video here pretty soon. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, like, share, subscribe, and I pray for everyone out there. If you have multiple myeloma cancer or any kind of cancer, I pray for you, and continue to pray for me. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.